Alright, so continuing here with the hands, I've got some reference for us to make this hands pose. And so let's first bend the thumb, and then we can start to correct all the other shapes. So mask until the joint, position the gizmo around the joints region, and try to place the right angle for the bend, for bending the thumb, right? You can do like this, and maybe I think I also gonna want to close the hands. So for doing this, I will try to mask just the thumb like this, and maybe, I don't know, maybe position it around, more around that region. And I think the mask is not getting perfectly. Let's try to do visibility height PT. So yeah, the mask is all right. So let's mask this now, reveal all, and then isolate it again. Then we can blur the mask once again, invert the mask, and work just into this region. Here I'm using the move brush with a big size. And I'm trying to position all the hands into the right position. Maybe it was too much. Then inverting the mask and trying to make a proper punch hands. You can even use the topological for work on each finger at a time. So once again, I'm trying to find those arches on each phalange and each finger, and I'm doing some quick fix with move brush. Yeah, and this I'm going through perception or observation. Always try to make the same pose with your own hand and get some nice gestures and nice details that we cannot see just by the reference that we are using. So when it comes to hands, it's always good to use your own hand. as a reference, because it's a free source. You can go very easily to check that. Pay attention to the mask that we are doing. Smooth, blur them. Always blur the mask when working. Is a better way to have not crispy edges formed on. On the border of the region you are working. Now with them standard brush, we can try to recover some volume over this region of that we talked about when we were sculpting the hands at first. I'm checking the silhouette of each finger. So yeah, we can keep trying to add more volume over the little finger there, and having the right. I think the thumb here should be a little bit more so I tried to make a mask, a good mask, and now I'm gonna try to position maybe here the gizmo and rotate it more, just to have enough space to make this touching more reliable. So always trying to remember the structure of each finger. Just like this. Yeah, and now let's use let's see the other subdivisions, and then we can add more details. Now we can also detail more the fingernails and all of that. Always paying attention and checking if the fingers are with the right volume. Remember the structures first, and then we can add some pressure details, like in the borders, just like this. here we're gonna have to correct that shape for the fingers. Let me see. Maybe if I use the visibility, high PT, and then bring it back here. Trying to add some of that folding. And let's try to have the mask on this finger, right? And bring it back once again. Maybe the mask from here. Yeah. Then do some blurs. Using some inflate can also help you. And also I think maybe to have this and trying to bring it closer to give more tension, more force to the pose. Because of this, I think I always should isolate the region that we are working on. And you know, as it's a punch, it would be nice to have like a torsion. Maybe not so blur in the mask. Invert the mask and let's shrink a little bit with that that method of blurring and sharpening. So now I can invert and blur once, and yeah, blur it and bend it. Here you can have the breakup on the bone, at the ulna. Like that. So yeah, and now we actually have to work on a lot of shapes here in the arms to correct the anatomy once it has been posed. But for the hands, we have already some nice gesture. Let me add more volume on each finger and also correct the silhouette here. In this case, now I'm trying to make those fixes all by observation, as I said, but always trying to keep the structure of the hands and everything. Maybe I'm feeling maybe the hands a little bit out of center in this view. Yeah, maybe the arms, we could bring the arms a little bit more to the back. So it gonna gives more force, power to the pose. But I'm not really sure what I'm still not liking. This angle, I like it, but this one not too much. I'm gonna try to have a look on the mirror and try to figure out exactly what is happening. Adding volume to those parts are good for adding realism, because they are the regions that it's gonna have more the volume will pop out because of the bending. So yeah. I think we are missing some volume into this finger, and actually maybe this region, I guess. Yeah, we are getting there. So let's continue over the rest.